So that's how makeshift happen came. Like, okay, let's flip the script after 40 and stop being so hard on ourselves. It's okay to change. It's okay to grow. That's what it is. I'm grateful for him because he taught me what I don't want. You know, so I'm like every experience. Like people say, "Oh, that friendship was terrible. That relationship was terrible." No, it wasn't. It taught you something.
Yeah.
It taught you something.
I needed to hear that.
So yeah, even when I talk to my inner child or just my past version, I'll be like, I got us. Like I got us. But before I wouldn't, I'd be like, oh, you know, it's just like that feeling of fear and anxiety just welling up. But now, like you said, I speak to her with grace. It's almost like a parent.
Yeah.
Like you gotta parent your inner child and parent or be a friend to your past version because you wouldn't.
There's a concept that I'm seeing that you have talked to me about personally, and it's shown up in what you were sharing about the pivot, which is you talked to me about writing down the details of the person who I want to be in the next chapter or after I pivot, the basically the next iteration of me. Can you?
Okay. Becoming that version that you want to see. And what I did, I asked myself, like, who am I now? Who is she? And what do I want her to look like, feel like? And that starts from within. So I took out a piece of paper and literally wrote it down. I'm like, okay, what is some of her hobbies? What time does she wake up in the morning? What does she eat? As simple as like, I want to fly first class. I want to meet these type of people. I want to be in a healthy relationship. I want to drink a gallon of water a day. I want to walk a mile a day. Like literally that detail. I want to be more confident. Like literally I made a list of what I wanted her to look like. I want to meditate every day. I'm saying just simplistic like that. And once I wrote that down, I would look at it and say, which one can I start with? Because I didn't become these things overnight. The list that I have, I'm 80% doing that list. And I made that list like 2 years ago. I started meditating first. And I didn't do anything else on the list. I wanted to become consistent with meditating. So once I got that down and it became a part of who I am, I move on to the next thing with working out. Drinking my water, waking up at 5 o'clock. I didn't do it all in one. I just took one thing and I created that habit. And at this point, like I said, I'm doing 80% of the things on that list. I am her. Consistently. Almost like it didn't happen overnight, but it's just like, wow, I look back at that list and I'm like, I'm her. I am now her. And there's some things that I'm still working on, but I am now that version. All because I made that list, looked at it, and I said, I'm going to start doing these things every day to become her. So yeah, write it down. I always tell people, like, we use our phones for everything. Go old school, get you a pencil, get you a pen and a piece of paper and write it down and have fun with it too. You don't have to be serious. Like I have a lot of things on there like where I'm like, oh, this is fun. I want to do fun things. I want to laugh more. You know, I want to be around people that I laugh so hard till my stomach hurts. Like I want to call those things into my life. So, and just being more happy, being patient with myself. Like, have fun with creating your list. Don't be so serious, you know. Yes, you have your serious parts, but who do you want to be? And just visualize her or him every day. Like, okay, look at her over there drinking that gallon of water.
What's so cool about this? Because it's like, as I think about it, we talked about how don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to make the pivot, right? Which is one part of it, is doing the switch, making that shift happens. And then in order for you to continue to foster and develop the growth that you want to see after you then decide to do something different, you have to think about what those things are, right? That's going to continue to stimulate and develop growth. And that's where coming in and deciding the habits and the things that you want to do and the people you want to be around, that being a part of who that person is, those things that you need to do to continue that growth is super cool because it essentially connects the dots for you. That's dope.
It puts you in alignment with that version.
There we go. Put you in alignment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I love how you're encouraging us to not overwhelm ourselves. We can take it brick by brick.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you realize it, you actually complete the list and you completely and fully become the person who you aspire to be.
Mm-hmm. I would say this year, within the last year, like when I turned 45, I had to start over. I had just got laid off, so I just started back working, and I had to really just sit and figure out, like, who am I now? Because I was fighting to continue to be the person that I was. And I was isolated, and I wasn't really going out, wasn't talking to anybody, just kind of like very limited conversation. And people be like, oh, what's wrong? You need to get out of that house and da-da-da-da. But I realized I needed that isolation to prepare me for where I was going next, for what I was doing next. But me, I still wanted to try to like hang out and do all this. And then when I would go these places, and just something was lost, something was missing. There was no feeling. It was just like, I don't like this anymore. So I had to be okay with who I was becoming. That was that pivot. And I was like, okay, you don't like doing that anymore. You can tell your friends or whoever, that's really not my thing anymore. So I found a lot of power in owning, and if I wanted to become this version, I had to die to my old self. So this year, as you know, I've been in Charlotte since 2011. I'm getting ready to move to Texas, and I'm so confident in this move, in this pivot, even though I don't know what's to come. I'm so sure and happy with the uncertainty.
That's really cool.
And I just like, this was not on the bingo card for 2026. I came into January 2026, and I had all these different ideas of what it was going to look like. And I feel like my inner voice was like, no, we're leaving Charlotte. And I'm like, for what? Like, we're good. We're comfortable here. That's your problem. You comfortable here. It's time to make a shift. I have something better for you, but you got to trust yourself and go with it. You got to go with it. So that's where I'm at. I'll be actually leaving this weekend to move to Dallas. And I'm excited about the uncertainty. For the first time in my life. I'm excited
for you as well.
I know. For the first time in my life, I don't have a real plan. I'm just going to see. I want to run on.
Because
I feel like we also are built to, like, you need a plan. You need to know A to Z.
Yeah.
I'm like, now I feel this is the best one. I've lived a lot of places. But this one is like, no anxiety. I'm calm. It's almost like I'm letting my future self lead and guide me. And I'm just listening to her, even though I don't know what's going on. People been asking me, like, what you going down? So I'm like, I'm on a mission, though. Because I do also believe when the wellness space, I'm put here to serve. I've had a lot of experience. My journey has been very hard, but not hard and bad. I've had fun. I've had a great life. Life is good. But I realized, like, I'm a light in this world. I'm a chosen one. And I now know that. I meet people and I pick up on their energy, and I can just tell them something. Maybe like, oh my God, I needed to hear that. So I've now accepted that calling, that is my purpose. I'm here to be a light. And I've told Corey about master numbers. I'm a master number 33, so I'm a master teacher. So once I learned and did my research on that, I'm like, I don't question my journey anymore. Like, why I'm going there. So I feel like there's somebody there that needs me. They need me to pour into them. So we'll see what it is.
No, this is great, Shannon. I mean, we were able to talk about that a little bit off camera, and just hearing you talk about it again on camera, I just want to continue to say I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
You have done a lot while here in Charlotte, and to your point, you know, like, as the journey continues, you also deserve to have a moment where it's like, I don't have any set things that I want to do. I'm allowing myself to learn as I go and embrace the journey and trust that the next chapter is going to be one of my best chapters. And I believe that for you. Connecting all the dots, right? Taking care of what it means to take care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, being Black, while maintaining a career, and also having your brand endeavors. We talked about not being afraid to make shifts and changes as a result of talking about one of your books, and then also to continue to support the growth and the change that happened after those shifts. Right?
Yeah.
We talked about thinking about who that person is, and who that person you want to be in the next chapter.
Yeah.
With all of that in mind, for someone who's watching, who may be going through all of that all together or some of that, what are some thoughts you would like to leave with?
Be kind to yourself. None of us know what the hell we doing. The one thing that I know is that I know nothing. And once you realize nobody really got the answers, your answers are within. Go within. You'll know when you're in alignment when you don't have to ask nobody. Your inner voice is going to tell you that. So just be patient with you. We're just living in times where social media and everything is telling us where we gotta be, where we gotta. You still have time. You still have time. Even if you change in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, keep pivoting and pivot again and pivot again and pivot again. If that don't work, pivot again. It's okay. It's always okay. My favorite affirmation: everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. Everything always works out. I have everything. So even the bad works out. It's working out for me. Even if you can't see it, you like, ain't no way this was, yes it is. It's a part of the story. You good. You gonna be okay. You gonna be okay.
You gonna be okay. That's the word, my baby.
That's
the word.
You gonna be okay.
No, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
Congratulations.